Time for /x/ stories that have happened to me. First. Be me. 2 years ago. October 27th. Dad was sick in the hospital. Nurses told us he seemed to be getting better. White blood cell count going down, indicating infection is being fought. Take dog out for walk at night. Hear owl hoot 3 times. Never heard owl hoot before at home in the past 2.5 decades. Freaked out about this for some reason. Felt momentous. 2 days later, father is dead. Then, while father is in hospital dying, as nurse enters the room we are in, get a weird feeling. Never met my grandmother, father's mother, before in my life. She was an RN. But feel her presence anyway. It's a massive comfort for some reason. When coming home after dad dies, get a sudden mental picture. He's smiling a huge smile. He's happy, just like he was whenever he came home from work. And he would see me there at the door to greet him. A few months later, get rejected from grad school. Feel incredibly depressed. Lost job the year before. Lost dad the year before. Now am a failure when it comes to grad school. Want to die so I can be with dad. Feel alone and unwanted. Suddenly hear my father's voice from behind my ear. Why? In the sarcastic tone of voice he used from time to time. Actually turned around because I thought he was behind me. 2 halves. A year later, hearing him again turned my life around. Reapplied for grad school. Went to conferences, virtually, took time off work to do so. Wrote an article about my desired profession for a local group. Wrote a personal statement where I discussed why I wanted to go to grad school. Discussed the travels I took with my family. And how it encouraged me to pursue grad school. Got admission to 5 grad programs the following spring. 3 were funded, picked the one closest to my mom. Strange thing is, I'm picking up my dad's mannerisms and speech. Next thing you know, I'm going to say oregano instead of oregano. And paprika instead of paprika. Anyway. Would like to tell you more about my mom. And what she has experienced since my dad died. But she has sworn me to secrecy. Next. A year and some months after dad's death. Dog is sick. Dad loved this dog, fed her constantly and let her snuggle with him. Worried about her. Nursed her through a major illness years back. Go out one night. Hear owl near home again. Haven't heard this owl before or since. Except for right before my dad died. Fucker hoots 3 times. No. A week later, dog is dead. I don't know what to take away from these tales, aside from that you should always hold out for something better, even when it seems like it will never come. And owls are shifty fuckers. My first time on /x/ might not be spooky and is not supernatural at all, but this actually happened and I don't know what to make of it. Be me, horny teen. Girl I like that used to go to our school chats me up on Facebook and invites me to a dance lesson. Think it will be some big group activity with a teacher. Show up to a location she told me, it is her and 5 of her friends, I don't know any of them. One of her friends knows where the lessons will take place. We walk for like 2 miles until we reach a random hill on a side street in the middle of fucking town. The friend tells us to climb the fucking hill. Everyone is weirded out a bit, the thing is actually steep as fuck. We literally have to grab at random roots growing from the side of the hill to get up. Looking like a bunch of jackasses climbing a random hill in the middle of town. On top, there is a thick circle of trees, and in the middle of them is a shack surrounded by a wire fence. Friend finds a fucking opening in the fence and climbs under it. Tells us to do the same. Reach the house, it looks completely abandoned, like someone was in the middle of working on it and gave up. There is a rusted wheelbarrow just thrown in front of the house and other equipment. Reach the entrance door, it is made out of fucking cardboard. The friend and another dude friend kick it out, it does not open, the cardboard just breaks. Inside of house is full of fucking water, like knee deep, full of random rusted equipment. She opens a fucking vault hatch hidden behind a door, the sum of the water in the room pour down it. There is just a huge empty basement with no light. We have to use our fucking phones to light it up and she tells us this is where we are having the lessons. Turns out the friend is gonna be teaching us. She tries to teach square dance, a dancing style that requires 8 people, to a group of 6. The whole thing is awkward as fuck. Everyone is unfazed for some reason. I am absolutely losing my shit. Suggest we leave at first opportunity. Get the fuck out of there. After we leave, girl asks me later why I was acting so weird. MFW. Never spoke to that bitch again. I wish I saved the location or took photos. What the fuck? Me, asleep in bed with GF. In her parents' old farmhouse, they're out of town. She wakes me, 2 a.m., there are noises downstairs. Swing out of bed and go to landing, turning on the lights. See Harvey, the dog, barking etc. at the door to the kitchen downstairs. He looks stressed as I go down the stairs. I open the door to the kitchen and realize the radio is on, full blast. It's digital and maybe it's a glitch or someone set it to come on as a joke. GF has a younger sister, also away. Turning it off at the wall switch to avert any of this trickery. I then tuck the dog back in his bed. Smile. I head back upstairs, turning off lights as I go and get back to our room. GF asks what was up and I explain the radio had turned itself on somehow. Fall asleep. I'm awoken. It's now 4, and the music is blaring again, the dog pawing at the door. Wait, exactly fuck. Jason. I run down the stairs. Aside from the radio being on again, all is fine. I turned it off at the wall. I know, I did. I'm 100% sure of the fact. I don't even know how to turn that radio off with its buttons. I know this is some odd shit now and decide to completely unplug the radio. When I do this I say enough loudly and sternly. Never happened again, but stuff would also move itself around that house, or go missing only to reappear where it was searched for, pick unrelated. Me. Before yo. Wake up. Late night, early morning, not sure. Have to take a wicked piss because for yo bladder. Get up to go to bathroom. Spot thing in bedroom window. Double take since it looked like it was glowing. Fucking face in my window. I'm on the 2nd floor. Retarded baby brain tells me to go get close to look at it better. Walk up to window. Face is blue, like a mix of light blue fading into dark blues, purples around the edges, incredibly smooth, no eyes. Not connected to anything, just floating there. Brain turns on again and realizes that what I'm looking at shouldn't be in front of me. Freak the fuck out and barrel out of my room, down the hall, and into my parents' room. Spend the rest of the night with them. To this day I still have no fucking idea what I saw in the window. Part of me thinks it was a ghost, since we had guests report seeing figures and such in our house at night since somebody died on the property long before we bought it. The other part of me thinks it was just my overactive child imagination. Still weird though regardless. Not so much a paranormal story as it is a series of dreams. Me. Younger and in a more fucked up period of my life. Constantly have nightmares about aliens looking in from outside my window. This goes on for months to the point where I'm still kinda scared but mostly desensitized to it. Months later move out of that house, found out later that the neighborhood we were in was a former drug haven. Have a dream in our new home. Alien outside of the window again. Actually go outside and confront the fucker. Alien's actually really chill. Explains what he's here for. Just wants to bring me up into his ship to smoke weed and play vidya. Don't smoke but go up with him and play some arcades and shit he had on his ship. Was actually one of the nicest dreams I've had involving aliens. What is the paranormal significance of stray cats? Me. Live in an area for 5 years. Never notice a single stray cat. Suddenly, after 5 years, a stray cat starts meowing and walking outside my window. Kinda surprised. Start talking to it and promise I'll bring food later that day after work. Keep thinking about the cat all day. LMAO. Get some cat food. Bring it out, but no stray cat. After half an hour, hear that familiar meow again. It's 2 cats this time. Feed both of them. What's paranormal is that it feels like the cat almost summoned me. Like it just hung out outside my window, and I had this thought to help it. I really enjoyed it too. I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. Good work, op. They knew they could trust you. Dry food or wet food is fine, and try to get them TNR'd if you can. Some spay-neuter clinics have grants for community cats, so it would only cost your time. Not necessarily a religious experience, but it sure as fuck made me question some shit. Be me. Around 6 going to sleep. Share room with my brother. Every night my mom would read a chapter from a novel to us. Be laying in bed looking at hallway. A blurry cloud that looks like a man walks past. You can make out arms and legs, so there's no way it's just my eyes fucking with me. Right as it happens my mom says, "Did you see that? Bro says that he saw a man walk past." MFW. Also, I found out last year that the guy who last lived there hung himself. I got one other experience, but it's not as extremely blatant as that one. Be me at 14 years old. We just recently moved to a new house. Near our house there is a church called San Roberto Abad. Small church, almost as aventurosa as any fucking church in Guadalajara. Hear mom say that the oldest priest is an actual exorcist. Wow.jpg. After a month or so go out, ride my bike like any other day. Pass by the church, the door was slightly opened. For some reason I felt an urge to go see. I shit you not, I hear people scream inside, as if someone is being tortured. A miss comes and tells me to get out of here and telling me that the priest was conducting an exorcism. I thought it was bullshit, but turns out, thanks of the gossip from some noogbores, that the priest actually conducted one. Level 35 wizard, not the virginal kind. We me. Have discovered most of the secrets of the universe. Conjured both demonic and familiar beings. Have a cool alchemy lab. Smoked weed with both Bigfoot and Deus. Mastered Eastern medicine. Used both Western and Eastern alchemy to rejuvenate my physical body and get droid level gains while maybe even lifting. Used my craft to bring honor back to my family, take over the family business, and help the ones I care about during the forever flu. Had crazy adventures, made new friends, lost some old friends, made some enemies, and learned a few life lessons. Now spend most of my days chilling at home while working at my store on the weekend. Mostly use innate magical abilities to make my protein shakes taste more like ice cream now.